Hey, this is attorney Elizabeth Potts Weinstein, and today what we're going to do is compare the costs and features for forming a limited liability via LegalZoom, IncFile, TailorBrands, and Northwest. It's really hard to compare these online filing services because most of them don't have upfront pricing where you can just be like, this is how much it costs, this is what's included, and then know what are you actually getting for your money. And if you know you're not really wanting to create your own LLC by yourself and you want to hire someone, but you don't have the cash to hire a lawyer, what are you going to do? How are you going to figure this out? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go through the websites and pretend that I'm going to hire each one of these businesses to form a limited liability company, specifically in California, just to compare apples to apples. This hypothetical company will be called EPW Consulting, LLC. It is a person who does consulting, who works from home, but she does see clients in person in town. She wants a registered agent who is not herself. And she eventually is going to get a business address, like a mailing address, but hasn't done that yet. And she also wants someone to get the EIN because she wants to have everything that she needs so she can go to the bank and get the bank account. That's the little hypothetical person that we're going to use to test out each of these. Now, I'm not going to actually pay them the money and have them file the LLC. That is a topic for another video that I might do in the future. But what I'm going to be doing here is just going through their system to see how much money would it cost to get those exact features, what other stuff you get just for free included when you get those features, and you can kind of see all the different upsells that they all are trying to do. And you can decide ahead of time whether or not that makes sense for you. So I picked LegalZoom, IncFile, TailorBrands, and Northwest because LegalZoom, IncFile, and TailorBrands are some of the biggest advertisers, especially on YouTube. And then Northwest is a company that I recommend a lot of times for registered agent services, but they actually will form an LLC too. So let's go through these 4 different companies and see what they actually would charge for this hypothetical consultant who wants to form a California LLC. So let's start with LegalZoom. They've been around for a very, very long time. So they're kind of one of the big entities that exist. And let's just go to their homepage, LegalZoom.com, and we're going to click on Start Your Business and see what they do. Okay. Kickstart your business in minutes. LLC, the simplest way. So we're going to start my LLC. It starts at $79 plus filing fees. Starts. Okay. So what do you want to call your LLC? EPW Consulting LLC. Check availability. Form it in California. Okay. It appears to be available. Let's see what's going on. All right. We're going to click on some other stuff. I'm actually not going to put the contact information right now. When you want to start the business, let's just say soon. Is your first LLC? We're going to say yes for this hypothetical person. It's consulting. And it actually had a little fill-in thing when we did that. Does it sell products or services? We're going to say both. Will we be accepting cash payments? No, that would be weird. Will we have any employees? No. Okay, so let's keep your LLC legally compliant to avoid setbacks. Registered agent, most states require essential documents, total compliance, whatever in the world that means. Now, appoint us the registered agent. So this is one of the things that our hypothetical person wants. She wants them to be her registered agent. Now, be aware, LegalZoom charges $249 for registered agent services. I think that is wildly overpriced. There are many other places that are less money, but we're just going to be comparing it. So $249. Now, you can get operating agreement, EIN plus licenses, operating agreement, EIN, operating agreement. So this hypothetical person, she really wants the EIN. Now, she doesn't know if she needs an operating agreement or what she wants about that. But the thing is, that's not one that you couldn't this doesn't have a choice for just the EIN. It's operating agreement plus EIN. She's not going to worry about licensing stuff right now. She's not focused on that. She just wants to get her bank account. Oh, by the way, you can hear the cat in the background. If you hear meowing. Anyway, so the operating agreement plus the EIN, $159. So we're going to select that. Keep your business in total compliance. No, she's not interested. She doesn't even know what that is. Do you need taxes and legal? She's going to be like, no, I'll do that on my own. We're going to do that later. Legal protection, no thanks. Okay, so here's what they say is this is the stuff for you. We have 3 choices: economy, standard, and express gold. All right, let's compare them. Name search, peace of mind review, whatever that is. Welcome packet, digital tracker, customer support, newsletter, deluxe founders kit, which is archival paper. You really don't need this, but okay. Business embosser, you really don't need that. Expedited processing, expedited shipping. She doesn't really care about any of that. We're just going to do the economy one because all the founders kits and stuff, that just sounds fancy pants, and she doesn't need it to be express. So we're going to select that. Bank of America, Square, no, we don't need any of these things. Okay, so here's how it works. The Economy LLC, operator rate plus EIN, another $59. No thanks to a whole bunch of other things. We added the registered agent. So it's going to be one payment of $238 plus the registered agent services, don't forget. All right, so we're not continuing with checkout. We're going to leave that there. All right, now we're going to go to IncFile. All right, IncFile. Easiest way to set up and manage your business. Start my business. Okay, LLC. I'm going to start it in California. Oh, see, okay, this one thing I like about IncFile, it just tells you the prices already. All right, so 304, 204, 5. One of the things is right now in California, there's no filing fees. There's a $5 fee if you want a certified copy of your LLC, which I recommend doing. And I don't think LegalZoom had you do that. But anyway, they opened up a new window, so I'm going to shut the other window down. Okay, so here's where we get for the $5, which seems bizarre that they charge nothing. They get articles of organization, name search, free register agent service for a year. But we don't get the EIN. And this hypothetical person really wants the EIN, right? So for that is the 204. So $199 plus $5. We get articles, we name search, free register agent for a year, that's really a cool benefit. EIN. Then they also will form your 2553, which is your S Corp. If you're going to be LLC taxes and S Corp. That's nice. They give you an operating agreement, banking resolution, and then they get a whole bunch of support and stuff like that. So that seems like probably the best fit. So we're going to click on that. And then that was pretty fast. They didn't really try to upsell that much. You got to put in your name and mailing address and all that stuff, and then you can move forward. All right, so let's go on to TailorBrands. Okay, EPW Consulting LLC. We do not have a tagline. Get started. Okay, it's doing some kind of something. All right, we offer services. Consulting firm, like that. What's your biggest motivation? Being my own boss. I don't know why that is relevant. What stage? Getting ready to launch. What would you like to focus on today? LLC. They also do other things, like they do websites and business cards and all kinds of other stuff, which is kind of an interesting business model. Does it have any of the following? We have, let's just say hypothetical person Ori has her domain name and her website. That's it. Okay. This hypothetical person, she kind of did that already. Does a lot of web stuff. So now they're creating a plan to help you become your own boss. Okay, this has got a lot of steps. Oh no, this is like many, many things. All right, let's just do form your LLC. Oh, I can't actually do it without doing my email? All right. So apparently I have to actually sign up for something. So I'm going to go ahead and type in an email. So apparently I had to register, which I very much dislike that I had to register before they even tell me how much stuff costs. Like what? Okay. All right. So one of the things is they actually want to upsell you into like many, many other things. Okay. So let's say form your LLC. We just want to do this. Like, okay. California, get started. Come on. My main income. Yes. No, just me right now. Now they make me fill in more information, which I already put in my email, so I don't know why they're making me do it again. This is my personal email I'm actually putting in here. Okay, so you have to put an LLC suffix. So I selected LLC, so I have to take it out of the business name here. Get a registered agent to physically receive documents. This is good. You'll be charged $199 after your application's review. Okay, $199, a bit high, but not too bad. You need an EIN. We're going to use them. You'll be charged $99 after. So $99 for the EIN. Do you need... Because it's no, we're not doing that. We're not going to do any sort of upsell there. We do not need a website. We do not need expedited processing. Okay, so an operating agreement, they charge an extra $29 for that. Now, the other guys did include an operating agreement in the thing, but my hypothetical person doesn't necessarily care about one. Now, here's the thing though, as a lawyer, I know that my hypothetical person actually is going to need that, and she's going to need that to form her, to get her bank account. So we're just going to go with doing the operating agreement. It's extra $29 because the other ones had it included. Okay, next. Tell me the price. Okay. So, LLC formation. I actually said, oh, okay. This is really confusing. See other options. Okay, so here, LLC formation, expedited processing, annual compliance. They actually want me to do that, even though I said no. So we do not want expedited anything. We're selecting the $49. So I had to go back and do that. I do not want to stay compliant. We'll do our compliance. So we get registered agent, employee ID number, operating agreement. Not expedited processing, the state fee, that's fine. So now one thing to see is you pay now $83. However, you will pay $99 for the EIN later and $199 for the registered agent later. And I think the $29 is included, right? Yeah, so $49.83. That doesn't make $49. Oh, the $5 is for the California fee. Got it. Okay. So now let's go to Northwest. Start an LLC. Okay, cool. Blah, blah, blah. 3 ways to start your LLC. Do it yourself, pay monthly, pay in full. We're going to do pay in full. Okay. We want an LLC. We're forming California. Pay up front. Filing service fee, $100. 6-day filing time, registered agent. Okay. $245. That includes registered agent. $125 for registered agent. So IncFile was free the first year. I'm honestly not sure what it was after that. TailorBrands costs more, and LegalZoom definitely costs more. All right, we're going to want your business to be. Let's put DPW, Consulting, LLC, Consulting. Actually, here I might not put anything. We use their registered agent address. And that's fine. We're going to use all their registered agent address, so we don't have to put on our own address right now because hypothetical person hasn't gotten that yet. Okay, I'm going to continue. Member manage is fine. I'm not going to go into what that actually means. One member, and Elizabeth Weinstein is in it. Okay. Account setup. Okay, so here, they really, with optional items is next. So I'm actually going to put contact details. And actually, you can send a copy of that to your attorney. You can put in your attorney's contact details. Whoops, that's not my name. Okay, continue. All right, optional items. So now we're looking at the things that can be upsold. Okay, so have them file compliance. We don't care about that. Tax ID. This is something the hypothetical person wants. And she has a social security number. This is a big issue is if you don't have a social security number because you're from outside the United States, then you'd have to get it's just more complicated. It's a short version. Now we don't need S corporation. We don't need premium mail foldering, virtual office. Certified copy, she wants that. She might need that for the bank account. This is something you're not going to need right now. We're not going to do trademarking, phone services, a whole bunch of other filings that we don't need. Okay, so the fee here is $385. And that, I don't think it includes a operating agreement. What happens if I pay? So you, along with your filed corporate paperwork, we provide you initial evolutions, operating agreement, membership certificates. So our goal is to provide you with everything you need to print it out, take to your bank, and open up a business bank account in the bank's name. So I made a chart summarizing the comparison of the various filing services for a California LLC in the situation that we talked about between LegalZoom, IncFile, TailorBrands, and Northwest. And as you can see, LegalZoom is definitely the most expensive and IncFile is the cheapest. However, there's something that I want you to see, which is after I finished recording this video, I went back to look at the time frames for each of these. So this is a big difference between them. IncFile may be the cheapest at $204, but it says they will take up to 8 weeks to get your LLC on file, which is just frankly bizarre because you could go and do BizFile and get it done in a few days with the approval and everything. I don't know who in the world needs to take 8 weeks. If you mailed it, it wouldn't take that long. So that is something to consider. That is an incredibly long time. So comparing all these apples to apples with LegalZoom, IncFile, TailorBrands, and Northwest, not just the pricing, but also the time frame, I think Northwest is the best deal. It's $245. You get the LLC, registered agent, EIN, operating agreement, certified copy, and it's 6 days. They do have an expedited time frame that's faster than that, but 6 days is fine. That's fine. And that's $125 a year, which is also fairly reasonable. So if you had to pick between these 4 services based on what you get for these kinds of things, that initial setup, as well as the costs, I think Northwest is the best deal. So there you have it with an actual apples to apples comparison between LegalZoom, IncFile, TailorBrands, and Northwest on how much it would cost in this particular situation to create the LLC, to get a registered agent. Now, don't forget the registered agent is something you pay annually. Okay, so this isn't just a 1-year thing. This is every year. To get their EIN and also to get a operating agreement template that you can customize for yourself. So you have all of what you need to get a bank account. And as you can see, you have to go through a lot of different windows and things like that, depending upon the place to actually get the price. And many of them are going to be upselling the heck out of you. I will say there are some places like Northwest which upsells, but it's not super high pressure. It's you can just click things that you want or don't want. And then there are other ones that are like just upselling you over and over again, and even like changing it so you have to go and unselect things, which I think is terrible. But hey. The bottom line is, if you're not comfortable doing the online filing yourself and you don't have the money to hire a lawyer, it can be helpful for you to use one of these services if you understand what you're getting. You're not getting legal advice unless you pay extra for it. Some of these companies don't even have legal advice that you can upgrade to. They're just making sure you file the forms correctly. You give them the information. They don't know if it's like the right information, and they're not going to make choices for you, like whether or not it should be member manage or manager manage. They'll give you like some, blog articles and stuff so you can learn about those things. but they will make sure the filing is physically done correctly and then give you a whole bunch of stuff. And if you have them as your registered agent, then they're going to just be the registered agent, which is legally required. And if stuff, legal notices happen, they will forward that on to you. But there will be ongoing things you're going to need to do. And of course, this hypothetical person is still going to need to get a business license. She's going to need to file her statement of information in California. There's other stuff she's going to need to do, but at least she has started out and she will have the information she needs so she can go open up her bank account and deposit that check that client has already sent to her, which this is something that's happened with a number of my own clients where they need that LLC formed ASAP or that corporation formed ASAP so they can deposit a big check. Again, this is attorney Elizabeth Potts Weinstein. If you have any questions about what we've talked about today, feel free to post them below and I'll try to point you in the right direction. Thumbs up if you found this video helpful. Subscribe if you like more videos like this, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.